Oh no, we're hiding. In human interaction, we had to be. There we go. Right on. Sit in random chair. That's because the floor is cold. This isn't put on pants because we're wearing a dress, and that means Max doesn't have to put on clothes. Okay, sorry, we got distracted. We were talking about blah, 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 sports. Okay, so basically they would have to teach me a couple times, and then Max would get the hang of it, and then Max would throw and play with that object for all of eternity. Until Max lost it, or was distracted on it, or fell on his face like 50 times. And we had the same obsession with, because Max didn't have any friends, and Max's friends wouldn't always be there, and they would leave because they had vacation and everything. And there's a baby screaming upstairs, and Max can't deal with human interaction, and Max just went and helped, but also didn't help. Max picked up a few things, and the conversation didn't, and wasn't all screaming, but Max still can't interact with people, and Max is now hiding. So, yeah. But, okay, no, but we were okay. Like, we probably had some talent in sports, but Max is too distracted, and Max has to be retaught. Because once we get let go of the object, we have no idea how to throw it again if we touch it. Yeah, Max is like, we must be taught again how to do everything. Max remembered longer for the basketball thing because that was 2 years of playing. First one, we sucked at it, and then we fell and hurt our knee, and we continued to suck at it. And then we were still in cross country, so we ran with a fucked up knee. But after occasionally, yeah, so what would happen, we would do running or sprinting or whatever, and then we were wearing that knee sprain thing. Because we never went to the doctor, we just iced it. That one day that we banged the shit out of it, we were pulled out of the game, and it was the one time Max was put into play, because Max never got to play, because Max was another bench warmer. So Max was put in once, and fell on his face, and could not move for a while, and then was able to finally stand up, but not put any weight on his leg. So they pulled me over to the side, and Max was limping, and Max couldn't put any pressure on my knee or anything. And then they iced it, and they told me I couldn't play for a while. And then they said that I probably have a sprain in my knee. And then Max then would just do lunges in the hallway, and try and do more lunges to try and strengthen the knee. But then he would still give out randomly, and you're like, now we just limp with one leg, and we can't move it for a little while, and then we can limp walk, and then we can slowly move it again, and then we have to run again, and then the process just continues. So we have a fucked up knee, and Max doesn't run anymore, and Max used to run still, but then even with afterwards, Max ran for a while, but Max is always shitty at it. And then Max could never do the mile run, because that involves counting, and Max can't count. You can't count and make me do something at the same time. It doesn't work. Because they were like, it's like 3 laps or 4 laps equivalent to a mile. And also, there were people cheating. And then Max also assumed people were cheating, because no one told Max what number he was on. So Max was like 3 and 4, and Max was like, 1, at speed up at the end, because 1, we can't change speeds, and 2, we don't know it's the last lap because no one told us. So we thought we had to run another lap. So we're not gonna waste energy that we clearly do not have. But we did have energy because of all the anger and all of the bullying that was inside. So, and then except hatred for others doesn't last long. It can last a couple days, but not with running. And then even after calling myself fat 24/7 and cussing myself out, because hatred towards yourself gives motivation that causes you to be angry, and that makes you run. So that's what Max has used, and that was Max's tool. But then Max was able to finally, after almost like 3 years of running or whatever, Max was finally not able to use that as a motivation anymore, because I would call myself fat and ugly and whatever, and I'd get really angry. And then you were like, now go run. And Max was like, never mind, I can let this go. I can let it go. I cannot be angry. So I don't have to run. Oh, and also, Max probably has asthma. We probably have amnesia too, you know? I can't remember anything. Amnesia. We struggle with words. Snuggle, struggle. Same thing, whatever. So we struggle with words. And besides that, we have no idea what's happening. Oh, breathing problem. Yeah, because whenever anyone heard me run, they were all super, super concerned because Max was always out of breath and Max was always wheezing and coughing and dying. Oh, and then Max also like shuts down and stops talking randomly. Not just because emotional triggers or whatever when we talked about that. No, crap, we're running out of time. It's because Max used to stutter like a shit ton.